Well, folks. Welcome. This is officially Real Talk for Real Men's first show of 2025. It has been a long time since I've seen everyone, since I've been able to come on live, and lots have happened, folks. We've gone through holiday season, work schedules, winter storms, a new elected administration. So I have missed you guys. And due to circumstances beyond our control, we've been away for a while. But we are back. And so we're going to see if we can kick this thing off and refine our groove. So, of course, I got my co-hosts in the house, Big Mac and Memphis. What's going on?
What's going on? Yeah, it has been a while since we've
It's,
been here.
it's
So
been a long
it's been a
time.
while.
It's been a
Yeah.
long time that we haven't seen each other, seen. So, again, hopefully everybody's doing. How are things in Memphis? I know that you guys had some inclement weather. How are things going?
We're just starting to thaw out. So, we'll see if there's any, pipes that may burst from this, but we're just starting to thaw out. So
Gotcha. Well, look, it's great to see you. So I already know that we're going to have a fantastic show because as long as I got McMack and my brother from another, Mr. Kendrick himself, the sports guy, what's going on, partner?
What's happening, my beautiful black people? Happy New Year to you.
Yes,
and it's good
yes.
to put my peepers on both of you guys.
Man, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And the super fan is already saying Happy New Year as well. Grown woman, don't try me. The incomparable CC says Happy New Year,
What up,
everyone.
CC?
Yeah.
Already.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
She's saying hello, Tasha Lee, and hello to Kenny. Great to see you. Look, I want to apologize again to the viewers. It's been a little while, but change. It is what it is. Life is don't never stop lifing, and so just to kind of bring you guys up to speed, we all doing well. So it's a blessing. We all still here and maintaining. So we're gonna try to have a little fun today and do what we do on a normal Saturday. But again, we're gonna slowly get back to our groove. I seriously doubt we'll have Sherry. She's visiting family, so she's probably going to take a little time off. And I don't know if I'm going to get the posting, so we will see. But in the meantime, hopefully we'll give the audience a chance to re-find us, reconnect with us, because not only has Real Talk for Real Men not been on, TFG Tonight's been on hiatus for a while as well. So, I have been away from social media for a while. Thank you, CC. Life keeps lifing, but you know what? We're blessed. I'm absolutely blessed to still be here, still be able.
But I ain't been going nowhere.
No,
I ain't been going nowhere.
Brother,
I've been here, baby.
Speed. Yeah, bring us up to speed, man. I know you've been doing your thing, man. So we gonna be rusty. You ain't.
Right.
Yeah, man. You know, sport. You know how it is. A sports game never ends. Obviously TFG tonight. We're gonna be back on Monday night. So yeah, we've been away for a while, but we'll be back on Monday night again. And the sports thing is gonna keep popping. Now I didn't do anything live last Sunday because last Sunday was my born day. By the way, I'm still celebrating month of January. Still celebrating my born day as well as my other Capricornian brother up there. Yeah.
Yes,
so,
sir.
but yeah, man. My thing is 2025. I'm still alive, and I got some things, some collaborations that hopefully is gonna come through in 2025 to build my platform as far as sports wise to bigger, better thing. And then we got some other things that I'm not gonna share that me and that brother over there we've been talking about. So we're gonna have some surprises.
Nobody deserves it better than you. You literally, my brother, is the hardest working brother that I know in the game. You're consistent. You've done nothing but gotten better at it, and so I couldn't be happy. I can't wait to see what you do, and I can't wait to partner with you.
Okay.
Hopefully, we'll have some things going because I will share this before we get into the game. Sometimes you have to make some changes, things run its course. And, sometimes you have to make a few changes, so that's what we're going to do. I'm excited too, because I'm looking forward to some new things in 2025 and that's what we'll do. So tonight we're gonna have a little fun amongst the three of us, unless we get somebody else. And again, please chime in and be active, CC. We're gonna do some urban trivia, and basically, look, I just wanted to kind of come in, if nothing else, tonight, have a little fun, put our own little spin on things, and be able to still just maintain.
Right.
We know the weather has been inclement for certain people, so we're gonna have a few little laughs, and again, kind of find our rhythm back. So for those who have been missing the show, the viewership is, I'm sure, down. And again, hopefully they'll find us. We kind of get back to a place where we're doing something on a regular basis, but we're going to play some urban trivia. So yeah, Tasha, take us away. We'll go from there.
If some of the questions have been asked previously, just tell me, like, once you hear it. If we've already had that question, then I can just throw the card. So that way we won't have to go through it again. In this one, urban trivia, as you know, has a bunch of different categories. So I just picked up like different like questions. Some are sports related, some are popular movie, TV shows, just normal, just regular Black culture. So here's one question. And it says, facts or cap? Okay. Dr. Carter G. Woodson is considered the father of Black history. Is that facts or is that cap?
What's the name of the person?
Dr. Carter G. Woodson.
Dr. Carter. Oh, I'm ashamed to say
that's facts.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, that's facts.
Oh man, and say, I guess I would have said, fiction. Tasha, you're gonna have to break down whether
Oh well, it's facts. That's all it is. It just gives. That's it. It doesn't give any other explanation on the card or anything, or why he's attributed with that. So
he created Black History Month. Dr. Carter G. Woodson. That was his brainchild. That I don't know why he picked February of all the months that he decided to pick.
I would like to notice a little bit more history behind why she chose February. How did it come to that?
Yeah,
with the biggest shortest month.
With the being the shortest month. I don't know why he picked February. Hey, Jenny P, what's happening?
Up, Jenny
but
P?
But Dr. Carter Woodson.
Kenny, so
I would like to know that too.
What do you know anything about him? Because again, this is one of those things that I need to find out. What he's a doctor of what?
I don't know. I just know that he was. I want to say he may have been an educator. I want to say that, and I could be wrong about that, but I do know that he is the father of Black History Month. He decided he wanted to create a month where Black history could be celebrated, and it was his brainchild. And I can't remember the year that he did it, but again, the only thing that I would like to know that I don't know is why the month of February was the month picked. But I think it was because I think Abraham Lincoln's birthday is in February, if I'm not mistaken, and I think because of him signing the Emancipation Proclamation, I think that was one of the reasons why, but I could be wrong. I'm not sure about that.
So the power of technology and Google, it says it's commonly said that Woodson selected February to encompass the birthdays of two great Americans who played a prominent role in shaping Black history, Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass, whose birthdays are the 12th and the 14th respectively. Interesting.
So I was kind of close. I was kind of right about that.
Absolutely. And again, you learn something every day. So he's a Black author, editor, publisher, and historian. So interesting. Very interesting. All right. We learn something every day. Grown Woman says his and Washington's too, I think, birthdays.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I guess that kind of makes sense. I
didn't know Frederick Douglass, but now it makes sense now with Frederick Douglass' born day being in February.
Yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense. Interesting. Okay. Learn something every day. All right, McMack, what you got for us next?
I think this one will be easy, but facts or cap, Sidney Poitier is the first Black person to win an Oscar. And you get a bone. Okay, go ahead.
Ooh. Ooh.
I'm gonna say Cap to win an Oscar. This is just saying just to win an Oscar, right?
Right.
The first Black person to win an Oscar.
To win an Oscar.
If you're saying Cap, who would you say?
The lady from Gone in the Wind, that fat Black lady, Hattie Mae something.
Yeah, that's what I would say too. Yeah,
that's what I would think.
Yeah, that's what I would say too. I can't remember her name.
Cap. It's Hattie McDaniel.
Hattie McDaniel. Yeah.
Okay.
They Black said that fat Black lady.
I didn't mean that disrespectfully, but I had to picture her in my mind, you know. And I remember seeing her accept that award. A grown woman got it too. I remember seeing her accept that award. So she was the first Black person to win it. Wow, you know. And hers was for
we were both right on that.
Supporting actress, I think.
Yeah, it was supporting actress. Yeah.
Yeah, you know. I got a question for you guys. Have either of you ever seen the movie Gone with the Wind?
Long time ago.
Long
time ago.
Okay.
Yep,
yeah, me too. Me too. It's been a while.
Yeah. I've seen clips.
Okay, but never
watching the whole movie.
The reason why I asked that came up as a trivia question. Something else I was reading, and most people have actually. It's considered one of the greatest movies. I think the greatest movie ever made.
Yeah, it's considered
that's always at number one, and most people now have never seen it. They've actually never seen it. It's a long freaking movie. Don't get me wrong. And I'm like you, Tasha. I've seen it a long time ago.
It's been a long time. We watched it in school, so it's been a while ago.
That's man. Grown says, and she couldn't even accept her Oscar or attend a ceremony. Didn't right? Yeah, you know, but you know how it was back then. Man, okay. Would you? Grown woman says, I've watched it years ago. Yeah, you know. I was about to ask, is this something you sit and watch now? Would you ever have a reason to watch it?
Hell no.
I'm
going out the win. Damn, going with the win. I'm going out the win.
I said no.
There'd have to be nothing, and I mean nothing else on, or it'd have to be the only thing playing on every single channel. You know,
right?
So. You got that one.
You got that right.
All right. Come on with another one, Big Mac.
Here's another one, fact for Cap. Jay-Z is the first rapper to go into the Songwriters Hall of Fame.
Ooh, hold on.
Ooh.
First artist or rap artist?
First rapper to go into the Songwriters Hall of Fame.
Oh. I think that might be Cap. Because I know he's not considered a rapper, but he kind of is. I think Jermaine Dupri is.
Really?
But, God damn! I think that's Cap. I think.
I must say,
I think it's Cap.
Fact.
That's a good
and I don't have a good reason why, but I'm trying to think of who else has that popularity and cachet that would have come before him. As a writer, you're saying?
Right, writer. Yeah.
I'm going to say fact.
As a rapper.
It's facts. He was
wow. So he went, but it doesn't put it don't put when he went in or anything like that.
No, it didn't provide that on the card. No. They don't, you would think so, but it doesn't. So
how I process it is for them to go in the Writers Hall of Fame, they had to have a body of work that was at that level. And when I think about people that's considered either on his level or greater, Biggie, Tupac, they're dead. I know that I couldn't see them doing it, and I couldn't think of anybody else. The earliest rappers ahead of them, kind of sort of thought about who did Rappers Delight, but I was like, no.
I was close. It was Jay-Z. And I said Jermaine Dupri, but actually Jermaine Dupri went in after Jay-Z. Jermaine Dupri went in 2018, and he was the second hip-hop
and I didn't even know Jermaine Dupri even
following Jay-Z. Yeah, I remember Jermaine Dupri went in because I remember it was a big deal. So I thought it was Jermaine Dupri, but it was okay. I got it.
look, I've never been a big fan of him, his rapping style, writing style, but can't deny his popularity. So
shit, yeah,
it
the
is what it
biggest thing,
is.
the greatest accomplishment he did was bagging Beyonce, in my opinion.
I've never been a big
That's his
fan
greatest
of
accomplishment.
him, but again, he's got the Grammys and the accolades to prove it. But I just think there's so many better writers than him to me, but for my taste, So all right. What else we got?
So along the line, still staying in music, who was the first hip hop act to ever win a Grammy?
Oh, that's
Now this
easy.
is multiple choice.
Oh, I think I
give
know
me the
this.
options.
Hold on,
Okay.
That's easy.
Before you get a choices, I just want to see what first hip hop
Okay.
act to win a Grammy, because I want to see who we're thinking. First hip hop act
That's
to
easy.
win a Grammy.
Who was it?
It was Fresh Prince and Jazzy.
That was my guess too. That would be my guess for the Grammy. Who are the choices that they gave?
Oh yeah, sure. So Run DMC, LL Cool J, Eric B and Rakim, and Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yep. And
they didn't even televise it. So yeah, I remember when that went down.
Yep, and that's true. Man, rap has come a long way.
Yep, a long way.
Rap has come a long way. It dominates now, but yeah,
And they still don't respect it. Be honest with
you. Yeah,
in my opinion, they still don't respect the game of hip hop. They live off the money. Obviously, they take they get the money off of it, but they really don't respect the genre of it. In my opinion, mainstream does.
It's everywhere, and again, I'm probably not qualified to speak on it because I don't get it. I don't get the current state of it anymore. Growan says, I guess I need to sharpen my rap knowledge. Yeah.
No, you good. You good. You good, CC. Yeah, you good.
When they came along, when Will Smith came along, they were wholesome. They didn't curse. You know what I'm saying? They had mass appeal. And so, yeah, but they right, perfect timing. They came along perfect timing.
I think maybe, to Kenny's point, when you say, I have a question, Kenny, just for clarification. When you say like they don't, like basically like it's still not appreciated or anything, who are you saying like doesn't appreciate it or doesn't get its due?
I think a lot of the company, the capitalists that create ads and create different promotional avenues that they use rap music to sell to their consumers. I think they use it because they know that that's going to get their attention. But I think in the boardrooms, they really don't like it. That's what I'm just saying. Those that sit in the boardrooms, they use it to their monetary advantage. Is what
I thought you missed something.
You see it all the time. No, you see it all the time in commercials. You see ads and stuff all the time with goddamn rap. They using hip hop. They using it,
So
to make money.
I thought you was referring
they don't
to
respect the genre.
See, I thought you was referring to the Grammys. Because
they don't either.
See, that's where for me, I was thinking of Grammys. Now, if you're talking business,
they don't either.
For me, it speaks volumes that Kendrick Lamar is about to headline the Super Bowl, and
but if Jay-Z wasn't over that, Kendrick Lamar wouldn't be performing.
You kind of got a point. That
if Roger Goodell wouldn't have said, "Hey, I want to partner up with,"
you kind of got. Maybe you have a point. Maybe you have a point.
This halftime. So now after Jay-Z, we've seen a lot more hip hop acts doing Super Bowl halftime, right?
But the commercials, hell, you can't turn on a commercial without hearing hip hop's influence.
Again, I agree, but I'm saying those in the boardroom still don't respect it though. They respect it enough to make money off of it, but they don't respect it.
You make a valid point. What do you think?
That's all I'm saying.
I mean, it's money is money. I mean,
right.
I guess,
and I get that. I get it.
Like this is my thing. Like I don't know. Like I don't understand in this sense. Like exactly like looking for respect of it, where it may not be their taste. They're the shot callers. They're the ones that can. They don't have to like it. They don't have to. It's up to them to flip the button and say yes, or to make your career, and they can flip the button and say no, like you don't get the career or anything. I think originally now it's a lot where it is a lot more popular, but it is way more vulgar. So a lot of people don't want to hear it. They don't want to be around it. There's a time and there's a time and place for it now. And I think now with the way the music has changed to where it's not timeless anymore. It's not. It's just whatever's hot right now. So
yeah, I agree with you, Tasha, because I don't. Let me clarify. I'm not big on this new hip hop. I don't like no sexy.
And I guess
stuff.
that's why I say I
don't like all this new stuff because I think it's trash. Me personally, I'm coming from the old school, from the 80s and 90s. That's my genre. So, but yeah, I get what you're saying, Tasha. I don't disagree with that.
Yeah,
but because I don't listen to Sexy Red and all these mumble rappers and all that. I don't listen to that crap because to me that's not the true artistic form of what rap was to me. That's just my.
It's changed a lot. It's changed to what people's attention span is.
Absolutely.
You know, and so it's like, like how many times now do you see something like, do you hear a song and it was like, really, really popular, and you could go like 6 months from now, somebody says like, oh, I haven't heard that in forever. It's like, it's only been 6 months. Like, what do you mean? You haven't heard it in forever? They played the same 10 songs on the radio constantly. So
absolutely. You're absolutely Big Mac. Yes, sir. All right. What else we got?
Let's do, while we're talking about music.
Speaking of that, while you figuring that, Tasha, you hear about Project Pat? His son was murdered.
That is so sad because
you saw that?
It is so sad that 21 years old. That is the saddest shit ever. But that is
I missed this. When did this happen?
His son got shot and killed.
Yeah. So I saw that Young Gunna is dead here in Atlanta.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But Project Pat, 21-year-old son was murdered at a park or something. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But that is the state. That's the state of Memphis right now. It's craziness
here. In Atlanta too, Tasha. These young cats is dropping like flies around this motherfucker.
Yeah, they don't care, man. They don't value life, man.
At all.
Every
time, shit.
It's an absolute, and and I don't know if you've heard it, but Juicy J and Project Pat had a song that came out a few weeks ago. Mm-hmm. If you haven't heard it, it's an old. It sounds like old Memphis, and it's
really
because Project Pat's verse, he don't even curse on the song. Like it's different from like his
old
music, but
I want to hear that.
It's very good. It's very because they're talking to like the young kid. They're trying to tell them, like how to like make a change, and you can tell like how different they are. Like they're in like a different mindset now. Right. So, but if you haven't heard it, go
maybe that's the beginning. Maybe we can start swinging the
swing the pendulum back toward that way. Yeah, right.
Yeah. So it was but it's good. So go and look at. But yeah, that's some of the saddest shit that I've heard. When I saw it the other day, I was like, that's terrible. It's absolutely terrible.
No, I missed that.
Here's a question, and I think this will probably be easy. Which of the following items were invented by a Black person? It's multiple choice. I'll give you the options. Baby stroller, traffic light, elevator, or all of the above.
I definitely know traffic light and the elevator were. God damn, I'm not really sure.
All of the above. Hold on, you say elevator,
baby stroller, traffic light,
right,
or all of the above.
I'm not sure on a baby stroller. I definitely know
that got to be invented by a Black person.
The traffic. Hey, Black, stop it. Stop it. I know where you go with that.
I'm just saying shit.
Stop. You know what? I think, God dog it.
I'm rusty here, but the traffic light, I think was Morgan or something like that. For some reason, Morgan stands in my brain. Elevator,
I know
somewhere that's in the back of my
Chinese
brain because what's the name of the Pullman? I think
the pulley.
The only one that's got me a little thrown off is the baby stroller.
It's the baby. But me too.
But when you think about that, a black person gonna figure out a way to push a damn child around.
So just without going that route.
See, that's why I knew you was going there. That's why I started laughing.
Without going that way, we could just do process of elimination. Since 2 of the 3 were, then we would have to go with all of the above.
Okay.
So all of the above. Now it doesn't tell me who invented it or when that was invented. So
okay.
If you wanted to look it up, you could, but it doesn't go on to say for the baby stroller. And not for the reasons that you gave, Black.
I'm sure those are the reasons why. I'm sure that's not the reason why, but that's thing,
but I already knew you was going there. Yeah, I already knew. Because I was thinking it too, but I knew you were going to say it.
I just figured we're going to figure out them. There's got to be you know what? In my business, when I'm talking to learners and getting their doctoral degrees, and I talk about the capstone project, you know, when they get to the end, and I always share with them, the culmination of your journey is to talk about how to improve some area of whatever that field is, business, nursing, IT, or whatever. And so the thing about inventions that I hate we don't do anymore as Americans is we used to be innovative because that level of ingenuity is missing now, where we used to say, hey, there's got to be a better way to do this. We just don't do that anymore. And that, you know, and it's not being encouraged anymore. And I hate that, you know. Grown woman says, I didn't know that. And again, we're not even being taught Black history, you know, but it's stuck in the back of my mind. I remember learning that, you know, and it just, I just miss, and I ain't talking about just Black people. I'm talking about Americans in general. We lack innovation now, and Chinese are doing it. I don't know if you guys seen videos. They're so far ahead of us when it comes to innovation and stuff. And again, I wish we could get back to that place where just common things. Hey, there's got to be a better way to do this. So those inventions are lasting.
I will say this though, there have been 2 very important inventions that the government has stepped in and intercepted, so to speak. One intervention that I saw of this guy, like from YouTube, he figured out, both of them have to do with cars. One man figured out how to run his car on water. Like he had engineered like the motors to run on water, and his car was taken. That whole prototype that he had was confiscated and everything. Yeah, so that was taken. There's another guy right now. I think he's still doing it. I haven't heard anything else about like his studies. He has figured out how to make gas out of plastic. So like by recycling the plastic containers, laundry detergent and everything. Fascinating. So how basically like how it like
the gangster in that shit.
Well, the second guy, I haven't seen anything else or heard anything else about it, but like people are like, man, you know, like you got to be careful because as soon as something like that is heard about, then here comes, you know, like here comes the government, like, nope, nope, can't do that. We're going to take it. So I think now, because it's so, as soon as somebody posts something, it's so easy just for it to kind of be yanked down or taken away, even though it could truly help society. You know, like I think there's far more inventions that are out there, but are constantly being bought up, taken away, taken away under the guise of, you know, just kind of just being pushed under the rug and like, no, we can't have that because it impacts this market. So
I'm gonna share with the family that y'all ain't gonna believe me when I say this. I had an idea for an invention. This is way back when I was like 20 years old. It's in existence now, but I believe I had the idea first. I'm gonna tell y'all what it is. Grown woman said, this is a good example to teach my grandkids the baby stroller. Yeah, you know, I definitely passed that along. When I was like 20 years old and I really started learning how to drink, you know, and I had this was, you know, I was young and shit, and I had got drunk a few times. I remember, y'all gonna think I'm making this up, but this is a true story. Bending over, throwing up in the toilet. And you know what I thought about? I wish there was a way for me to pee without getting up. And I had an idea, and I called it the pissinator. And even when I went to school, I swear to God, this is a true story. When I went to school in undergrad, I did a PowerPoint presentation called the Pissinator at the University of Phoenix, where I talked about an invention that it would be a catheter that you would put on as a man, and you could lay in bed and pee without getting up. And I'll be damned if now we don't have that invention. And I was a damn fool, and I should have patented it. And because I was thinking, well, how can you make it for women? And lo and behold, they don't call it the pissinator, but I was going to call it the pissinator. And it was going to be a way for you to pee without having to get up. And it was born out of being drunk and lazy, but I didn't come to fruition. That's a true story. Grover says there was a black man who built an engine for Ford.
Oh, man. You boy, goddamn. So you just decided to go with the book.
At the time, I didn't know what to do with that.
You just decided to go with the bucket method that you use. You just put a bucket by the bed.
I'm sorry.
Yes. I'm too cheap to get the new invention, so I just have It is true. Plus, I'm still angry. That's my invention. What's that movie from Facebook when you stole my idea? Oh my God!
But you know what's interesting though, Black. But you know there is a thing that's called the Wizinator. I don't know if you've heard of it, where a Minnesota Vikings running back was caught in the airport. This is where he uses this. It's basically a fake penis where he was going to use to take a fake drug test, and it's called the Wizinator. Wow. No ish. So when you said that, I was like, wow, because this had
the pee warm.
You're right. Yeah, that's it. That's it, Tasha. Right. Yes. And it's called the Wizinator. And this dude got caught with it. I want to say this happened like 10 years ago. Yeah. Oh, wow. So you were on to something. You really were on to something.
I didn't know what to do with it at the time, but I swear to God, I did an actual PowerPoint presentation on this in undergrad, and I become a thing. So I think each of us always probably have one good, true invention in us, but we don't act on it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. True. Yeah, that's true.
All right, what we got next?
Let's see here. Okay. In the movie, well, it says on the movie Coming to America, how much was Akeem's first haircut? And I can give you the options if you don't remember.
Who gonna remember that?
For real.
So the options are $7, $10, $8, or $5.
How the hell?
Because I remember he was say that'll be. I think it was $10. I think, but I don't remember. I think that's what he said. That'll be because he snipped off his little ponytail. That was it.
Right.
So that'll be $10. I think he said 10. I'm not sure, but I think he said 10.
Remember what he said. If I had to guess,
I'm just guessing.
I'm gonna say $5.
It was $8.
Oh, it was $8. Okay. Because I remember that scene when he snipped it. It said that'll be, but I thought he said 10. Okay. God,
so I got a question from my brother up here because we both sport the ball look. So Kenny, how long have you been bald, and first of all, how long has it been since you had the ball look, and did you go to the barber shop? Because you got me thinking about, Tasha, the cost of a haircut now versus when I used to have hair, believe it or not, folks. And I would get my hair cut every single week, believe it or not.
And this is a great question, Black, because someone asked me this same question last week about me being bald. And he's like, did you go bald on your own, or what did you decide?
Right. I get that.
Actually, I didn't go bald. I didn't have a receding hairline or anything. I had my two boys at the time. So to get haircuts for all of us in the early 2000s, that was a little bit costly.
Economic reasons.
Yeah, I was like, and then too, I really wanted to see what I looked like bald. I said, you know what? In 2000, I said, I'm just gonna cut it off. And I cut it off myself. I used a regular razor.
Right.
So I've been bald since 2000, and it was because of economics. Again, my two boys were younger at the time, so when we went to the barbershop, hell, it was costing. When I left out of there, I'm having to pay what $35-40 for all three of us. And I was like, well, I was like, and it was cheaper then, a lot more cheaper then than it is now. But that was my reason was for economics, real talk. And I'm not bald. I can grow my hair back, guys. Just to let y'all know.
It would be gray. That's me. It would be gray, but my hair actually grows quick. I have to shave my head every other day. I got to shave tonight. As a matter of fact, my hair grows really quick.
I shave mine every morning. Every morning. Mine grows.
I shave mine every other day. Goes really quick. Now my hair texture is rough as a pig's ass, and so I used to get my hair cut every week. And at that time, when I used to get a haircut and get a shape up and everything, I was young. But when I got divorced and my wife begged me to cut my hair, she wanted to see me bald. I was like, no, I'm not cutting my hair. When I split, when I split with her, I got tired of waiting in line. For me, it was convenience. When you go to the barbershop, I hated that I would have to wait. And in order to get in the chair right when I get in there, you have to pay extra and come right there and blah, blah, blah. And again, I'm cheap. And haircuts back then, they were $8.
Yeah, it was about 10. It was $8 to $10. Yeah.
But of course, you tip. You know what I'm saying? You tip.
Right.
And what was crazy was back then, I didn't have a goatee because I was still kind of like an active Jehovah's Witness. And back then, Jehovah's Witnesses didn't have facial hair. You couldn't wear a beard. So when I went bald officially, I was 31 years old, and I did it one day because I was going to go out to kick it. I didn't get to I was like, oh, F it, I'm gonna do it. And the impact from women when I cut my hair, folks, I wasn't always this fat man, but the impact was so overwhelming. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Yeah. I might be on to something.
I would have to say, Black. I got the same reaction. Real talk.
And I've been doing everything. Yeah. And of course, now economically, what a haircut is now. When I was working right before the pandemic,
it's crazy now.
One of my coworkers, he got his haircut every single Friday, and he say he pays $50. Now that includes a tip.
It's more than that now.
Are you freaking kidding me?
It's gone up again now.
Yeah,
for men,
it's
like
crazy
it's
now.
crazy.
For men,
I think for kids' haircuts, what I last heard for kids' haircuts, and I just saw a video about it. Somebody and the barbers were in the comments talking about it. $25 for kids.
Oh yeah, for sure.
No,
it's crazy.
No, oh my God! So if you got, like you said, Kenny, 2 or 3 sons, and y'all going on, even if you went like every other week because you want to keep it neat,
Right.
But that's the thing. Even that has changed. Their parents aren't all like keeping them like all neat. They may keep them with a line, but I think that's probably why you see like a lot of kids, like young dudes, they're not keeping a low haircut and keeping it neat. They either like let it grow out, so then they do like the dreads, like they do their locks, everything. That's expensive to get those retwisted and everything. That's probably why you see some rough individuals walking around because it's expensive.
Wow. I've not been in a barbershop in forever, so wow. I you know what? We always think about what it costs for women hair. I never gave thought that the price for men hair maintenance is up to that point either.
The price for women hair is ridiculous.
And then if you tip, and if I'm gonna keep on shaving my head.
And let me say this: my hair is not rough as a pig's as Black's. I actually have pretty good. I have a good grade of hair, so
Oh no,
let y'all not that y'all care, but I just wanted to put that out.
you know how I can tell you got a good grade of hair from your beard, but I have a
Yeah.
really rough grade of hair, and so it's horrible to maintain, and so it was rough growing up. But I was, as a professional, I had to get a haircut every week to be, to look neat. You know what I'm saying? And it was expensive. Grown woman says, "Tell me about it. I wish I could go bald." I don't even want to know about. I already kind of.
I already know about women.
I get it. What y'all spent for
get y'all. You want to hear something ridiculous? Okay, so there's this lady who the price, wigs are very, very popular right now, right? And so there's different like wig makers. There's this lady on TikTok who sells wigs. Her wigs are $10,000.
Oh,
for one wig.
Good.
$10,000.
Mine would pay that for a wig.
Wow.
There's people who are buying it.
Grown woman says 140 to every 2 weeks to get your hair done.
Every 2 weeks? Oh, jeez.
It depends on like the style that you're getting and everything. And that's not to say like if you don't get, if you get braids, of course it's gonna be more than that. If you do wear wigs, there's the cost of the wig. You have to get it plucked, you got to get it bleached, like the knots bleached on it. Then you got to get it installed, and they charge you for like the styling of it. Yeah, it's expensive.
What if Tasha? What if the woman has a natural? Okay, when I was married, I don't know how often she did it. I guess maybe every month or 6 weeks or whatever. She would go get what's called a wash and set, and something like that. And again, I'm trying to think of what that. They will wash her hair and put a relaxer in it.
There's a lot. Okay, so that is even. And Cece can tell you if I'm lying. There's a big missing segment of beauty stylists now that even do things like that, like old school beauticians that even do styles like that, where some of them may offer like a deal like that, $40, $50, for like a wash and set, or maybe you do like the little quick weave styles like $75 and less. There's a big segment of beauty stylists that do not do it anymore.
Wow.
And to her point, to Cece's point right here, I don't have a relaxer, but she's natural. Some stylists won't even, you have to find a stylist that is a natural stylist. Some will tell you, okay, well, I don't do natural hair.
What?
Yeah, they'll tell you that they don't do natural hair. They charge you based on some stylists, they charge you based on the length, they charge you based on the thickness and everything. My hair is mine is probably the most reasonably priced out of a lot of people that that I know that go and get their hair done, because I don't get it colored or anything like that. I get the same thing. Just wash it, dry it, blow wash it, blow dry it, and spray it. That's it. That's
so
it.
That's
$70.
How often you have to go, Tasha, to get something done to your professionally?
I don't know. I go like once, like every 3 to 4 weeks or something. That's it, like once every 3 to 4 weeks. But I mean, I wash my hair myself. I wash it weekly anyway. So
I say again, and I mean this with no joke. I mean, I can't afford a woman. Not in today's true. No, I mean, I'm not saying this jokingly. If I had a woman and I would want to contribute, I mean, I'm saying this with no jokes, that if, financially being supportive, your woman comes to you and say, hey, babe, give me some money. I couldn't afford that. I couldn't afford CC. You're saying every 140 on hair?
Damn. Yeah, that's
baby, I want to get my hair done. And you would, I joke a lot, but you would want to, you would want the person to look good. So you would want to be like, yeah, baby, go get your hair done. But the idea that every couple of weeks you're going to spend $140 to $200 to get your hair done?
Yeah, that's
there's videos of, I mean, like even, and let me just tell you, this is not exclusive just to Black stylists. All women, does not matter what color, are going through this. There are, if you are if you look up like the other stylists, like like Hispanic or anything like that, white stylists, if they go to get their hair colored, like highlighted or something, and let's say they do extensions, if you get extensions, you have to pay for the extensions, which are usually between $600 to $900. That's just for the hair. That's not to install it. That's not to cut it. That's not to style it. That's not any of it. Then you have to pay to have it installed. Then you have to have it paid to, to blend in like with your hair. So a lot of them are leaving out paying $1,400. For there was
that's a car.
Well, it's gotten so excessive that one girl, she found it was cheaper for her to fly to another country to get her hair done and then fly back for what it would cost to get it done in the United States.
That's crazy.
That's fucking crazy. Rowan says sometimes I get crochet braids, but most times now I get a wash, blow, dry, and pinned up. My hair is just below my shoulders. My profile picture is crochet braids. And that 140, 200, oh my God. And then
wow.
I that's why I said I had to change my stance. I can't afford
That's like for women, like there's I don't even think I wouldn't even say it anymore. I don't think there is a such thing as being a low maintenance woman anymore, because no matter what you do,
right.
If you decide to get your hair done, your eyebrows, your lashes, nails,
right,
you're not. It's not low maintenance. It's not.
Just the basic is
to maintain.
Right,
the basic maintain.
It's high maintenance.
Yeah, we're not even talking about the spider eyelashes and all stuff. Just to be look normal, go to work or whatever. Yeah.
So in the big picture, men, we are low maintenance. I mean, the biggest thing that we have really is our haircuts. And that's if you got hair. I mean, that outside of that, really, we are low maintenance.
She says, and I stopped getting my hair covered. I love that salt and pepper look, though.
But and you know what? But I know we kind of going off, but there's men that's getting hair pieces. Y'all know how much them damn hair pieces that these men are getting? Yeah, them damn things $300. I don't understand why would do that. Why the hell would you do that? Man, just go bald, bro.
Some of them, that's the thing. They don't want to go bald. I
was about to say, Tasha, so for some men, that's a real big thing, white and black. They view going bald, when I go to the doctor's office, I've gotten questions about that. What you just said, Kenny, hey, were you losing your hair? They think I'm bald because I was, I'm like, no, I do this. This is because for some men, white or black or whatever, it takes you have to be bold, I guess, to be able to rock this. I love it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy. Man, again, this conversation, what's a good one? Another one, I'm sorry.
Okay. So here's another one. I think this will be easy, but we'll see. Who was the singing voice of Powerline in the Disney classic A Goofy Movie? And I'll give you the option.
Hold on. Reset it again.
Who was the singing voice of Powerline in the Disney classic A Goofy Movie?
Powerline? What the hell is that?
I have no idea what the hell that is.
Did you see A Goofy Movie?
No, I did not.
Oh, you never saw A Goofy Movie? You gotta watch it.
No, this is a cartoon?
No. Yeah. The cartoon character, Goofy, right?
I know Goofy, right? The cartoon character,
so there was a whole movie, A Goofy Movie made.
No, Tasha.
I never seen
it. I'm not making shit up, I promise.
No, we believe you. But I just ain't saw it.
That's why I'm asking you. Is this a cartoon?
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah,
but you've seen it, Tasha.
Hell yeah, I've seen it many times. Yes.
Okay. I've never seen it. But give us
okay. Well, then, I'll give you the choice just so then this way you guys can see. Okay, so the singing voice of Powerline was it Luther Vandross, was it Babyface, was it Cisco, or was it Tevin Campbell?
It probably was Tevin Campbell.
That's the only one that would make sense.
That's the only one that makes sense to me.
and a Goofy.
It wouldn't be Cisco.
This was in the
It wouldn't
90s.
be Cisco.
Like late 90s.
We can eliminate Cisco.
Yeah.
We can eliminate Cisco.
It wouldn't be Cisco.
But I'm thinking Goofy talks with a deep voice though, so I'm gonna go Luther.
I'm gonna go Tevin Campbell.
But Powerline wasn't Goofy. Powerline was a character on the show. He was like a
Oh,
superstar.
I didn't know that. Okay, I didn't know that.
Me
and Grown Woman says Luther.
I'm going Tevin Campbell.
Yeah. It was Tevin Campbell.
If you
like the music on there, like the music numbers on there were good. Like the song and everything, like it was good. So if you do decide to get bored one day,
he probably getting paid in perpetuity then. Kevin
Campbell. Yeah,
right?
He probably is. He should be. Yeah, he should be.
Go ahead.
It's very overlooked and underrated, like as far as like a Disney movie goes.
Okay.
But a Goofy movie was very good.
Yeah,
I brought that up about getting paid from it. What's the guy name who did the voice of Simba in the original Lion King?
Jason Weaver. I just thought of that's who that came to my mind too.
Disney originally offered him and his family $1 million. Now at the time he says, they were a regular poor family, whatever. His mother told him they was going to take the money. His mother says, no. This might become something special. So He's going to get paid for life, folks.
He's getting paid for life.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
I saw an interview. He said basically he'll get paid for life. And keep in mind, The Lion King, I think, is probably the most successful Disney movie ever.
It probably is. I don't know
it or The Little Mermaid, one of the two.
I think the Toy Story franchise gave him a run. Or the Cars franchise. I think one of the other franchises, like look it up. I think one of the other franchises kind of gave him a run.
I gotta see it because Disney. Lion King got to be up there. Most successful Disney movie. Oh,
it better not be nothing new like Moana.
It brought up all kinds of stuff like Avengers because I guess they own Marvel now.
Right.
Right. What if you did a search of like the top grossing?
I'm pulling that up right now. But you know what? They still including in there Avengers. So Avengers Endgame is #1, killing them. But this will tell you right here. Avengers Endgame #1, Star Wars The Force Awakens #2, Avengers Infinity War, Inside Out, and #5, folks, is The Lion King.
Yeah, I figured it'd be in the top 5.
Inside Out 2.
Okay.
Then you got The Lion King at #5, the original Avengers #6, Frozen 2 was #7. So where does Beauty and the Beast is #13? Toy Story 4 is #18. So that's how successful The Lion King was.
The original Lion King, right? Not the stupid remakes.
Okay, the original. You're right. So The Lion King in 2019 is #5, all the way down there. The Lion King from '94.
They need to take out the Avengers and everything.
Exactly.
Star Wars. The original, like Disney, where you gotta throw it into a vault. Classic movies,
Right. So if you're talking classics, when it gets to the classics, Lion King from 1994. The Jungle Book is in there. I recently watched the Jungle Book. I love the original movies like that. But man, to be on that list, he gonna get paid. He really won't have to work. If he
hasn't worked a whole lot since then.
Yeah.
If you don't know, Jason Weaver hadn't. He doesn't have to.
Right.
Really.
I think that we're talking about this though. I think the there's been like a trend of like parents like showing their kids like the original like Disney movies, like the classic Disney movies, Fox and Hound, stuff like that. Because there seems there's like an argument out there that there's number one, the plot that the movies used to follow kind of, they use like all like the same script, just like different characters. That there's like this where kids aren't getting like the same exposure to where like they can express their feelings and their emotions. Because, you know, for us, like as millennials or going back and just like watching some of the movies, you can remember like watching those movies and crying in the Land Before Time and things like
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely.
The movie All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Remember that one?
And you know, like the story behind that, like the little girl who like played the voice, who was the voice of the character, you know, she died in real life. Like tragically, she died in real life.
No, I didn't know that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So in, you know, at the end of that movie where Charlie, the dog, is going to heaven and they're having, you know, I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, it's Burt Reynolds' voice. You know, that's the dog, if I'm not mistaken. He gets choked up in it because the little girl had died by the time they had finished. Like when they were doing that scene, she'd been like killed tragically, like by like a family member. It was horrible.
Oh, wow.
Like
wow.
Yeah, terrible. But there's no even like the musical numbers and everything, like the behind the scenes, like where you used to be able to see them creating the movies and drawing them out, or in the studio and everything. They don't have that now. Everything is done like CGI or something.
Yeah,
it's not like
CGI.
I missed that.
It's not like the same innocence of and the essence of what Disney was. You know, it's not childlike.
I still can't make it through the newest Lion King. I've tried multiple times. It just doesn't have the same connect as the original. It just doesn't. And Grown Woman got a good point. She said Luther did Sesame. Man, we grew up on Sesame Street and Zoom.
Oh yeah,
and yeah, there was a different.
And Zoom.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Electric Company.
Oh my God. And the songs from that on Saturday morning, just a bill.
Oh man.
You know, I don't know if these kids today, they're missing out on some stuff. They're missing out on some stuff.
I think they've gotten rid of like a lot of like the
educational stuff.
Like the kid networks and everything. I think a lot of those shows have gone away. I think a lot of stuff is on like YouTube now, you know, or you know, whatever is popular. I don't know if they even do it.
Now, Tasha, the service we got, you can see them.
Huh?
The service we got, you can see them. Have you checked?
I haven't checked.
I have gone back and I've watched old school Bugs Bunny, Popeye, all that stuff. Yep.
And I like Tom. I mean, what does it mean? Say that Tom and Jerry, a cartoon where there were no words.
Yep.
You know, there's sound, there's action.
Yeah,
but
that's my joint right there.
So
yeah, that's my joint. I watched Tom and Jerry last week. Just now that you brought it up, I was watching that.
I'm telling you, I was laying in bed watching old school cartoons that makes more sense than the stuff they got on now.
That's true. Yeah.
So, and Grown Woman, you ain't never lied. The original Lion King can't be touched. Little Mermaid can't be touched. Original Beauty and the Beast, the originals are oh man, the Little Rascals. I still watch the Little Rascals and the Three Stooges.
Oh man,
still watch
the Little Rascals off the chain, boy.
Man. All right, we got time to get a couple more before we'll call it a Saturday.
Okay. I don't know if did everybody see the movie Girl Trip?
Yeah.
Girl Trip?
I saw bits and pieces of it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, this question's about that movie. So on the movie Girl Trip, which drug did Dina give to the girls?
Ooh.
And I will give you the options. Was it weed? Was it lean? Was it Mickey? Or was it absinthe?
I must say lean, knowing the movie.
Yeah, it was like in New Orleans, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
Yeah,
the trip to New Orleans. Yeah. I'm gonna go with lean.
I'm gonna say lean.
That's the Southern thing. I'm gonna say lean too.
It was absinthe.
Wow.
Oh. Okay.
Wow.
Well, there you have it.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, have any of you ever tried it?
Not the real absinthe, no.
No,
I don't know if I tried the real one. I literally tried. So I don't know if it's the real deal, but Bobo, Tasha, none of y'all know Bobo. Tasha knows Bobo. Bobo had the whole little setup thing where he did the whole thing in a hookah thing, and it was absent. So I tried it. But to your point, Tasha, I don't think it was the original absence. I just finished watching Penny Dreadful and Dr. Frankenstein, and back in them days in London, they fuck with the real absence. They, the aristocrat Dorian Gray, they were sitting around doing absence.
So because I know it has very, very strong like hallucinogenic properties and things like that. So that makes me think of something else. Have you guys ever heard of peyote and ayahuasca?
I've heard of peyote, but I don't know what it is.
I've heard of peyote.
Huh?
Would you ever do it?
So what is it? Tell me what it is first.
So it is, if I'm not mistaken, it's like herbs. One of them is like either comes from like a mushroom or something. The other one is like herbs, kind of thing.
We'll try that.
But essentially, like they're psychoactive, so they, you can see things very, very and like very, very true. They were used like in ancient like like tribal kind of medicinal.
No, see, the more you tell me about it, no.
So because you're supposed to have like a faith, you're supposed to have like a witch doctor, so to speak, kind of like walk you through it.
No.
I would do.
See, if you had to left all that part out, when you said
did it recently, who was it? Aaron Rodgers. He did it a few years ago. He talked about
and Aaron Rodgers is off his damn rocker, and I'm a Packers fan, and I'm sick of him.
If you hadn't told me all the other stuff, you might could have got me when you first said, "I'm not sure." No.
It's usually like you're supposed to drink it, like it's done in that, but it's done like in a you can do it one or two ways. So it's done like either in a group setting, so where like there's like a group of people there, but again, you're supposed to have someone spiritually guide you through it. Nice. Or because if I would do it, I'm going to the original people who did it. I'm going to the originals. Okay. I'm going to have one of like the tribal medicine doctors guide me through it, because it's supposed to give you the idea is it's supposed to give you like an awakening and kind of connect you spiritually and guide you into your past.
I'm gonna tell you why I wouldn't do it. So everything you just said, old woman, she said, "Hell no, I'm crazy enough." And I'm with you. But Tasha, what you just explained, you know what my fear would be, McMatt? That I would be opening myself up to demons. That literally, anybody who knows me knows that I can watch horror movies all day long. I don't fuck with the devil. I'm fascinated by it enough to watch the movies, but it's the only true thing that scares me enough that I ain't gonna get too close. Like I'm not gonna do a Ouija board. And so, Tasha, if you're talking about I need a spiritual guide to get me through some shit,
you would
count me out.
No, it's not. But that's what they're there for. They're there to like protect you and everything.
There you go.
If you ever like looked it up, like if you ever get in the mood to watch like a documentary about it, watch it. Just watch it, because you're like,
but I ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, but you got to go to like the main countries that deal with it regular. Like I wouldn't do it because they were showing. I want to say like there was a documentary where they do it like in Kentucky. I wouldn't go to Kentucky to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go to like Peru, Colombia. I'm gonna go to like one of the reservations. I'm gonna do that.
Watch you do it.
Well, if you're not going to participate in it, then you can't sit there and watch people.
Okay, that's it. I ain't doing
it. Hell, well, new trip. We ain't going on that trip.
Thank you. And I'm gonna recommend to everybody watch Penny Dreadful. Season 3 kind of gets into that spiritual aspect of it. So, but yeah, I ain't playing with that. Nope. All right, we're gonna do 2 more. Tasha, give us 2 more.
Okay. I think this will be easy. In the movie Drumline, I think we've all seen Drumline.
Yeah, okay. It's been a minute, but I've seen it. Yeah.
This is easy. In the movie Drumline, what is the last rule of the rule book? If you do not read this rule book, I'll give you the options if you don't remember. You must sleep outside. You will not make the line. I don't remember no rule book, or your head will be shaved.
God
Your head will be
damn, it's been
shaved
so
seems to
long
stand out for me.
since I watched that movie.
It's been a long time, but I like the movie.
I
For
did
some reason,
too.
I'm gonna go with your head will be shaved.
I'm gonna
Kenny, you
go
got any
with.
guess?
I'm gonna go with. You don't make the line, but damn, it's been a long
Me and
time.
CC in agreement. For some reason, that seems to stick.
Your head will be shaved. Remember, because that was Nick Cannon. You know, his head got shaved. He didn't want his head to be shaved.
Damn, it's damn. You right. He got
That's
dang
right.
it. It damn sure did.
That's right.
Shit. His head did get shaved.
That's right.
Yeah,
Man,
sure
but you know, that was
it has
one
been
of
so long since I watched that movie. Man, it's been a long time.
Me too. But that's the only movie, the only Nick Cannon movie that I ever liked.
Yeah.
He's tried his hand at
that's the only Nick Cannon movie that I ever watched.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's got other movies, and you like which one?
I ain't watched that.
I said I watched Love Don't Cost a Thing.
I'm gonna tell you why I didn't like that, Tasha. It was a knockoff from Patrick Dempsey's movie. I can't think of the name of the title, and it was a kind of similar thing, and it didn't work for me. Patrick Dempsey, it wasn't called Love Don't Cost a Thing. Oh my God, I can't think of it. But it was like the same plot.
Mm-hmm.
And then Nick Cannon did it. Nick Cannon's tried his hand at a few things. That's the only thing of his that I genuinely liked. Because he can't act to me. He dances, can't rap. But he's like one of the hardest working people, though. He's like a black version of Ryan Seacrest. He's always out there. But
Nick did his grind on.
Yeah. Grown Woman says, I didn't remember it being Nick Cannon, but I thought the head shave was what would happen if you failed.
Yeah, it was Nick. I can remember he had like braids and everything, and he was like, I ain't shaving my fucking head.
Yep.
Like, he's trying to be my mini-me. Yeah. So.
Right. I remember that. Yeah, that part. Because he had braids at first, and then they shaved it. Yeah.
Incidentally, last thing I put on Nick Cannon, going back to a year ago, so certainly last year, I would put it that way, when he was making all them babies, Nick Cannon has come full circle and admitted what we all knew, that those kids was an act of narcissism, and he says he don't know what he was really going through. And it's sad because the kids are here now.
The kids are here now. Yeah.
They're here now.
Yeah.
You know.
I think it was more so like he was struggling with his health. You know, I forgot like whatever illness.
Yeah, that too.
I think it's lupus or something.
I think it's lupus, isn't it?
I do think it's lupus.
Yeah.
And you know, probably just like looking at his own mortality was like just trying to.
I get that.
Might as well seem like a good idea.
But man, you know, but he sat down seriously with psychiatrist or something, and he admitted, you know, that he was, like you said, Tasha, he was going through some things, you know. But the babies are here now.
They're here now, and they called him out on his BS too. Because you know, he was BSing all that for a while, but then he finally they called him out on it, and now you know, I give him his props, but
the holidays
he pulled some bad women too.
Oh man, right. He said the amount of money that he has to spend, like you said,
no doubt,
you know,
no
he
doubt.
gotta work. He has to work.
He has to work.
He gotta work.
Right. You gotta work.
You know, he gotta work.
Yeah. But he done pulled some bad women though. I can't front.
Yes, Lord. Him
and Bow Wow, they may be corny. They corny, him and Bow Wow, but they done pulled some bad women.
Yeah, I gotta give him.
If you're just strictly going off of looks, because
that's all I'm going off of. Yeah, that's all I'm going off of.
You know, bad women, those are crazy.
Yeah,
those
absolutely.
You're right, Tasha. I'm just going on the physical. Yeah. I'm like, yo, he done pulled
he doesn't pay child support.
Huh?
She said the child support is max. As far as I know, he doesn't pay child support.
Nick doesn't. No, he supports.
Yeah. I was going to say he's not on official child support, but like you said, but to keep them in that lifestyle, that's
a lot of money, man.
He was like, it's something ridiculous.
That's a lot of money.
From my understanding, the way that he explained it is because he was so, even like on the show, like Wild 'N Out, he was so flippant with it, kind of like telling women, kind of advertising like shit. You know, like whatever the agreement is that they made, then he don't mind paying for it. Basically like he don't mind paying and having to keep you at a certain level.
Yeah,
so
it's a ridiculous amount of money. In fact,
it's a lot of money.
He may spend less if he actually put himself on
child support. Yep.
Because then under the legal child support, they will probably come up with a number with that many babies, boom, boom, boom. But like you said, Tasha, he keeping them in that lifestyle.
That's just crazy. And all of them are, like growing up now, like the holidays get more expensive.
It's fun when they're babies, but when they start getting able to talk and think, and where's daddy, and you're one person, you just can't. And again, he's admitting that, but like I said, it's just sad because the kids are here now. But God bless him. And to your point, Tasha, don't lay down with crazy. Don't make babies for crazy. Sleep with them, but don't make babies with them. Nope.
No, but they, all of them say that they all willingly agreed to it. Crazy. Yeah. Crazy. Yeah. You think about this too, since he's come full circle and admitted it, like are we gonna say that Future is gonna do the same?
Oh, I don't know if you saw this. He's hinting at getting married. He's slowing down. You know what? Let me tell you. So, but you bring that up. I think eventually, as a man, he's aging too. I think you get to a point where, okay, I've had all the fun I'm going to have. Maybe I want to settle down now. This just was something I just recently read this week, that Future's kind of indicating that he's ready to get married. I don't know if that means he's dating somebody or whatever, but you get to a point where just bed to bed making babies, it becomes empty. You know what I'm saying? So maybe as he's aging too, the whole chasing in the game, everything, because Future's got to be what, 40?
Probably.
So he's so that gets to a point where, okay, maybe it's time to slow down. Roman says, right, Tasha, the women agree to have, they definitely agree. They agree, no doubt about it. And again, by all accounts, they say he's a good father, but as you said, when they're babies, they don't need as much attention. When they start getting to be walking and talking and stuff, that's a whole different ballgame.
Right.
And I think about it like this too. Like they say he's a good father. I question that, because sometimes like what people call good person is good person that, like I have my own standards in which I would measure someone, because just being there or changing a few diapers, just because you have to be there in that moment in proximity, doesn't make you that doesn't make you a good father.
I agree. But that's why I think it's easy when they Google Gaga stage, where you go in and you spend a weekend with them and it's not a whole lot to do. You know what I'm saying? And you're probably paying a nanny. What's going to happen when now the kid is 6 and 8, and they got to go to school and this, that, and the other? It gets complicated then, but that Google Gaga stage is, there's much you can do.
Or just a one-on-one time to develop that relationship, just like with that child, getting to know their personality and things like that.
Absolutely.
That's something else.
Yep. Last one. We got one more, time for one more, and we're gonna ride off into our Saturday.
Okay. Let's see. I think this will be easy. We can end with a sports one. Okay. This will be easy. Which iconic athlete coined the phrase, "We talking about practice"?
Yeah, that's.
I know easy. Kenny know that.
Everybody know that. You know that, Black. That's so easy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that was the question. It's on the card. Who was it?
Hey,
you know it too, Tasha. You thought about it.
Well, I mean, it's on the card. I was reading the card.
It's Allen Iverson. He's still making money off that in commercials. They use that. Even in other sports, it comes up on Sports Center constantly.
It's come up a whole lot now. Yeah.
Yeah, you know. But I remember when it happened live, you know what I'm saying? You know, when it happened in real time. If the child plays sports or other activities, you can't be at them all. Absolutely. That's when the time.
That's absolutely correct.
Yep.
But
yeah, that's Allen Iverson, you know, famous for we talking about practice. You know,
speaking of Philadelphia, you know, we don't have our Philly folks on, you know, Shahana and Bert. Obviously, the Eagles and the Commanders is going down tomorrow in NFC Championship.
Let's end on a sports note with that, because again, so I got to know the games are tomorrow.
Yeah,
Kenny, who are you picking to be in the Super Bowl?
I'm going with God. That Eagles Commanders game is really, to me, a toss-up, but you know the line right now has the Eagles as a 6.5 point favorite, but I think the Commanders are the Cinderella team right now. That Jaden Daniels, I know CC, she represents Philly. I forgot, I didn't forget you, Philly. You probably gonna be mad at me about my prediction. I think the Commanders are gonna get that. I think they're gonna win. I think the Commanders gonna beat Philly. I think it's gonna be close, but I think they're gonna do it. And I think
you pick the next team, Pastor, who you picking between Philly and Washington?
Washington. I was gonna say the same thing. This has been kind of this has been just so wild. You know, truly, just the unassuming, like who Washington. You know, like there's people that didn't even know Washington changed their name to the Commanders.
Right.
There's some people who didn't even know that. So I think it's going to be an upset.
I do too. Okay, so we all picking Washington. Okay, now the big one. Hold on. Grown says, I don't think so, Kenny. Barkley going to bring it home.
I get that. I get that, CC. But you know, Jalen Hurts has got a knee injury. If y'all don't know, he's gonna be wearing a wrap. So he won't be 100%. So
Jalen is playing with such poise, and
so now the Commanders' defense can key on Saquon a little bit more because Jalen may be a little hampered. But again, I'm not saying the Eagles ain't gonna make the. Again, I'm just going on. I'm just saying because Jaden Daniels is my guy. Y'all know I'm a Packers guy, but this Jaden Daniels kid, I think he's the real deal, and I like him. Outside of him, I'm a Ravens. If I'm not the Packers, I'm with the Ravens.
I'm a Ravens.
Lamar Jackson is my dude.
I hate that they couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah.
So
but,
Patrick,
you know, I like Jaden Daniels.
Mahomes and Josh Allen. Yes, he does, but I'm hopeful for Barkley it's going to be a tight game. So I'm saying this, CC. Yeah. I would not be angry. I would be happy as all get out for Barkley, and if they was to go, because that Cinderella story too. The Giants let him go, and if this man
let him go, let him walk. Yeah. I'm with you, but I ain't happy if either one of them go because God damn it, Philly beat my Packers. So I'm gonna be real.
I can take either one of them.
Really don't give a damn if either one of them don't go. Real talk, because I'm a cheesehead for life. You feel me? But anyway, I gotta pick somebody. So there you have it.
So what about Chiefs, Buffalo? That's gonna be a wall. That's gonna be a wall.
The Chiefs are looking to do something that has never been done before in the NFL. They looking to three-peat. And the Chiefs have really, when you look at their overall, they've only lost 2 games. But be honest with you, they probably should have lost at least 5 of those 5 games. They hadn't been really impressive. They've won games just because good teams know how to win games when they hadn't played well. And that's what the Chiefs, in my opinion, have done all season. As far as the Bills, Josh Allen is 0-3 versus the Chiefs in the playoffs. He's never beaten the Chiefs in the playoffs, and he's got to go in the Arrowhead to try to do that. I think this game is going to be tough, but I think the Chiefs is going to find a way to pull this damn thing out.
You picking Chiefs?
I'm going with the Chiefs.
One picking Chiefs. The real estate insider is saying go Bills. You rooting for them, so I'm assuming you picking them. Tasha, who comes out of that?
I think it will be the Chiefs as well, just because it just makes more financial sense to have them in the Super Bowl.
Oh, here we go with that conspiracy theorist crap.
Honestly, if you really want to be technical, it would look much better to have the Chiefs and the Eagles in the Super Bowl financially. You know,
I agree.
Yeah, true.
I agree.
True that.
True.
True.
So for me, I would love to see them do something they've never been done, and that's over my boy TB12, because if he wins 3, put him on the same level with TB12. Having said that, I'm picking the upset. Kenny,
you picking the Bills?
Tasha, I think Josh Allen gets over the hump.
Which version of Josh Allen did you get tomorrow?
He's been playing so well, though, Tasha. He's not turning the ball over. His confidence, and he is something in him this year that wasn't there, that I can't put my finger on it. I'm gonna pick 2 upsets. Now I ain't mad either way, but I'm gonna pick the Bills.
So you saying the Bills command the Super Bowl? God damn, boy! Don't nobody want to see that. According to Tasha, according to Tasha, nobody want to watch that.
She's right. No, she's right from a marketing standpoint. But I would still be excited to watch that game. I would.
I would too.
Tasha's right. I'm just
going
standpoint,
off the casual.
Having the Chiefs in there,
they didn't want to see that.
It goes through the roof. Having the Chiefs in there goes through the roof, whoever their opponent is. I agree, but I don't know.
Where is the Super Bowl this year?
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
In New Orleans.
Oh,
Super Bowl 59 is in the Crescent City.
That's right. It's in New Orleans. Wait, when is it?
Yeah. It's February the 9th. February the 9th, 5:30 p.m. on
That this is around the time of Mardi Gras.
When's Fat Tuesday?
I think it's that Tuesday after the Super Bowl. I think it's the 11th.
They're gonna be busy because they shut down the city. That's like a holiday down there. They shut down the city.
And you know, another thing is the security is going to be a lot more tightened too. Obviously, what happened during the Sugar Bowl, you know, with that.
Why does it say Fat Tuesday is March 4th, 2025?
What?
How the hell they moved
Fat Tuesday is always in February.
Never been in March before.
I'm looking at it right now. Kid you not.
Really?
Fat Tuesday, March 4th, 2025. How the hell they move it to March?
Maybe they decided to move it because I ain't never heard of them moving a damn Fat Tuesday.
Me neither.
I never had Mardi Gras in March.
That's
not
weird.
that I can remember.
And it says when is Mardi Gras 2025? Mardi Gras Day is March 4th, 20. I've never known it to be out of February.
Maybe they moved it because of the Super Bowl.
Whole month?
I know, right? Well, because to be honest with you, this is the first time that because New Orleans has hosted, outside of in Miami, they've hosted the most Super Bowls. So the Super Bowl normally fell in January. The Super Bowl never really fell in New Orleans.
You just told me why they moved it. Them
that's
sons
probably
of
why
bitches trying to make double money.
They're
gonna take money from the Super Bowl being in the city, and then turn around. They double dipping. Go ahead,
they double back.
They double dipping. They double dipping because all of it would have been happening at the same time.
Happening at the same time.
This way, you get 2 major events. That's smart. It's smart.
Yep. Smart.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true. That's smart.
It's smart.
For real.
Good business sense. Go ahead, New Orleans. Ooh. Anyway, that's a whole other thing. All right, folks, we've made our picks. Good to see you, Real Estate Insider. What's going on, bro? So
what up, Lamb? Real Estate Insider doing his thing already.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's doing big things as well. But we're officially back, folks, for Real Talk for Real Men. Thank you, CC. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Real Estate Insider, for popping in and check us out. For those that catch us on the rebound, we're gonna try to come back and do a few shows. And again, we might not get back to the same place because just remember this: change is inevitable. But we're back, we're here, and we're gonna keep doing our thing. Look, folks, good to see you guys for real. I missed you.
It was good to see you guys. I enjoyed it.
It's been really good to see just to have this conversation. And so, look, stay warm, stay safe. We're off to a good year. We all got our health. And again, have a great rest of your weekend. Do something. For me, I'll share with you guys on my philosophy this time, prioritize your health in 2025. For me, that's what it's about. Prioritize your health. I got all my doctor's appointments out of the way. You know, be good to yourself this year. She says, hope to see you all again soon. Peace, blessings to you all.
Absolutely. Yeah, Monday night, CC. Monday night, we back.
We'll be back for TFG
Brother Black, TFG tonight.
So
Brenton and Lady D will be back. So y'all come check us out.
We
Monday
got
night,
this, folks. Have a great night. Enjoy and stay tuned for big things to come. Peace out.
Peace.